Figures of speech. Observe the following sentences. Mango is a good fruit. Your work will bear fruit. In sentence 2, the word fruit is not used in literal sense. It has been used in a figurative sense in order to produce a great effect. A figurative speech is a departure from the ordinary form of expression in order to produce a greater effect. Similarity. The assailant came down like a wolf on the field. Contrast. To err is human, to forgive divine. Association. I am reading Shakespeare, poet. Form. He is no fool. Each of these above groups can further be subdivided into several classes. Similarity. Simile. It is a figure of speech in which two objects of different kind which have at least one point in common are compared. A simile is generally introduced by such words as like, as, or so. The just shall flourish as the palm tree. I fare like some watcher of the skies. He's as proud as a peacock. He fought like a lion. Observe the following common similes: as bold as brass, as old as the hills, as clear as crystal, as cool as a cucumber, as good as gold. Now comes the metaphor. A metaphor is an implied simile. It does not, like a simile, says that one thing is like another in some respect, but implies or takes for granted that the two things are one. Observe the following sentences. A lion rules the jungle like a king. Simile. A lion is the king of the jungle. Metaphor. Now read the following more metaphors. All the world is a stage. He is a cunning fox. You, O Lord, are my lamp. The camel is the ship of the desert. A simile can turn into a metaphor and vice versa. A lion rules the jungle like a king. Simile, a lion is the king of the jungle. Metaphor. The camel is the ship of the desert. Metaphor. As a ship is to the ocean, a camel is to the desert. Simile. Never mix metaphors. One object should never be identified with two or more different things in the same sentence. Personification. In personification, inanimate objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and personality. The furious ocean tossed the boat violently. The king of day appeared in the east. The waves danced as if in joy. Death lays his icy hand on kings. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or to a personified object or idea. It is considered as yet another and different kind of personification. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Why are you cast down, my soul? O dad, thou shouldest be living at this hour. Hyperbole. In hyperbole, a statement is made emphatic by overstatement or exaggeration. It is often found in poems, so it is also called poetic exaggeration. O Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain. He is far stronger than a lion. That chief was tall as a cliff. He is swifter than an eagle. Why, man, if the river were dry, I should be able to fill it with tears. Euphemism. A euphemism is describing a disagreeable thing by an agreeable name. He has passed away, died. Here lies a man buried. It sounds a fairy tale, a lie. Contrast. Antithesis. In antithesis, a statement is made emphatic by a striking contrast of words or ideas. Man proposes, God disposes. To err is human, to forgive divine. Many are called, but few are chosen. Give every man thy ear, but few thy choice. Speech is silvern, but silence is golden. Oxymoron. It is a special form of antithesis in which two contradictory qualities of the same things are predicted at once. The kind cruelty of the surgeon's knife saved his life. His honor rooted in dishonor stood. Epigram. An epigram introduces antithetical ideas inviting surprise and attention. The child is the father of the man. Art lies in concealing art. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. He lives a life of active idleness. A man can't be too careful in the choices of his enemies. Irony. It is a mode of speech in which the real meaning is exactly the opposite of what is said literally. For Brutus is an honorable man. So far they all honorable men. For Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men. But I've a treasure that's never spent. I am a lord of a dozen countries. Pun. A pun is a ludicrous way of using a word for more than one application. Is life worth living? It depends on the liver. An ambassador is an honest man who lies abroad for the good of his country. Association. Metonymy. In metonymy, In metonymy, an object is designated by the name of something which is generally associated with it. There are several types of metonymy. Depending upon various types of associations, the effect is put for the cause. The bride death cord at the victim's throat. The cause is put for the effect. You of a sigh prevails and sorrows, tears fall. The container is put for the thing contained. You must address the chairman, the pot balls. The symbol is put for that which is symbolized. Respect grey hairs, old persons. The instrument is put for the agent. The pen is mightier than the sword. The maker is put for his work. I am reading Milton. The name of passion is put for the name of the object. Gandhi, the father of the nation, fell to assassin's bullet. Synecdoche. In synecdoche, a part is used to designate the whole or vice versa. A part to designate the whole. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. A fleet of 20 sail ships left the harbour. Best brains of the country are going abroad. India has many mouths to feed, the whole to designate a part. India, the Indian team, won the first match against Pakistan. Transferred epithet. In this figure of speech, an epithet is transferred from its proper word to another that is closely associated with it in the sentence. He passed a sleepless night. Keep us at a safe distance from the rope. Form Leototus. In litotus, an affirmative is conveyed by negation of the opposite. To indicate a strong expression by means of a weaker, it is the opposite of hyperbole. I am no fool. Very clever. He is a member of no mean major team. Interrogation. It is the asking of question not for the sake of seeking an answer but for putting a point more effectively. Can he ever change his ways? Who is here who does not love his country? Does he not help me always? Exclamation. In exclamation, greater attention is drawn to a point. What a piece of work is man! Oh, what a stroke it is! Climax. In this figure of speech, the climax gains momentum step by step. To gossip is a fault, to libel a crime, to slander a sin. I came, I saw, I conquered. Anticlimax. It is the opposite of climax, a sudden descent from higher to lower. It is generally used for the purpose of satire or ridicule. Hear thou, great Anna, whom three realms obey, those sometimes counsel take and sometimes tea. A man so various that he seemed to be not one, but all mankind's epitome, was lawyer, statesman, fiddler, and buffoon.